Boss texted me to come back to work. So I work an office job as admin. I've been working here for the last 2 years. We get a 30 minutes unpaid lunch that I usually never take and just work through eat at my desk. Today however it was nice out and so I chose to take it outside. I start my break, this includes heating up my food etc. at 12:40 and plan to come back in at 1:10. My boss texts me 5 minutes before I'm done, hey, lunch is only 30 minutes, come back to work. I don't text back, but as I'm making my way back inside, I see him outside literally looking for me. I tell him I started my break at 12:40, when you texted it hadn't even been a full 30 minutes. He says oh well, breaks don't function like that, they're only on the hour, so 12, or 12:30, 1 or 1:30. I was just shocked, like wow. I'm not crazy am I? That's kind of ridiculous. Lol. If he wants to play that game, then the moment your break time hits, drop everything you're doing and go on break. Walk away mid-word, and if he brings it up, tell him, breaks start on the hour or half hour, so I had to go. Check your policy manual. I guarantee there is nothing in writing that reflects that. I'd run from a job where I get micromanaged by the minute and never look back. It's funny when they have to make up rules to cover their own stupidity. I would have said, well, now that you've interrupted my break with work-related matters, I get to start that 30 minutes all over again, since that is the way the law is worded around here. 15 minutes uninterrupted or 30 minutes uninterrupted. It's very specific about that too. Put a card on your desk, lunch break, back at. Take your break every day, even if you just wander around the office, or to the car park. Advise others to do the same. If you could email me that company policy, that would be great. Take every break offered from here on out. Do not give your employer your time and efforts for free. If it's in a particular schedule, leave work on that schedule. 12:30 or 1:30 are not on the hour, they are literally in the middle between hours. Yeah, that isn't how it works, but that's cute, he thinks it is. Do what others said, malicious compliance, he'll drop it once you've stopped mid-work a few times. I've managed large groups before. Honestly, I was busy with my own work and didn't have either the time or interest in checking the clock, looking to see who was on break, etc. All I was concerned about is that we got our things done. That's it, and I found that if I hire well, train well and let people think for themselves, they typically get the work done with little interference. They need some guidance and reasonable expectations. In other words, you have a terrible manager. I had a POS director like this. Tried to manage my time at the minute even though I was salary. I told him that if he wanted to micromanage my time, that I'd gladly go hourly instead of salary. Tell the boss that you'd like to be paid for all the lunch time that you didn't take if he's going to sweat you for a few minutes. I'd be tempted to itemize every lunch you've worked through and either take that time off and still add it to your timesheet or ask them to reimburse you. I would do this with another job lined up though. You're not crazy, you're required by law to get a 30-minute uninterrupted lunch. Also, if he wants to play that game, just go to your car and start driving around for 30 minutes. No, also since your lunch was interrupted they can pay you for it. It's also illegal to work through your lunch and not be paid. Your boss has the usual complex of a moronic manager. You just discovered one of his sure to be many flaws. If you went to lunch at 1:00, he would have texted you at 1:05 asking where you are? Maybe it's last word syndrome. Your boss is an asshat. But like the old adage says, good and efficient obedient workers get rewarded with more work. Kindly tell him, shit man. I usually work through lunch. Sounds like you owe me a bunch of time. I don't understand people not taking breaks and lunches. Fuck that workload. I am a mechanic for a fleet trucking company, and drivers will literally be telling me, oh I need this fixed blah blah, and I'll be like, cool bro, I'm going on lunch in 5 minutes so it will have to wait. Never give free time to a company. Never skip a break, paid or unpaid. If it is a problem, management will have to figure out a solution. That's their job. You show up on time and leave on time and work your wage on the clock. That's it. That's your job. You are now a hard stop on all time-related needs. Everything starts and stops at the hour, no exceptions. Nothing happens outside of work hours. Find a new job, fuck this person and that attitude. I tell all my people, I don't care when you work, get shit done and we're good. Work's done? Fuck off and enjoy your day, see you tomorrow. Covering up because he doesn't want to admit he was wrong. I worked for a supervisor much like this and got the same treatment. So, when it was 12:00 I went outside for lunch with several others. He came looking for me 10 minutes later and announced that he needed me in the office. I told him I would be there. He came out 5 minutes later and announced to everyone, when I say I need you in the office I mean now. I told him loudly, if I were on the clock, I'd be there. This is my time. I'm not a volunteer to any place that is this inflexible. I'll be there as soon as lunchtime is over. We never had a problem after that. Looks like your next step is to use all your PTO in the next few weeks and spend that time looking for a new job. Once it's lined up, leave without notice, cause if they aren't going to respect your time, you have no reason to respect theirs. Better yet, quit at a lunch break on a busy day. Make sure it's precisely at 12:30. Screams I need control. Well, you know what you dealing with. He's got enough time to notice when you take lunch. A good manager would assume you're tracking it like an adult and get on with something more important. A good manager would do that. Find out that it's not a company policy. Once you verify that it is not, write an apology email to your boss. CC their boss and HR. Say you apologize for violating company policy regarding break. Say you were not aware and will not repeat that again and adhere to policy from now on. Then say to avoid such mistakes again, please send you the company policies stating such rules so that you understand the policy in detail and not make such mistakes again. Then, wait for a response. Take you 30 minutes break every day away from your desk. As others have said, follow the rules and go on the hour half hour. And next time, don't pick up TBE fucking phone. You are off the clock. He can fuke off till you get back. Your boss is an asshole. Ask him where in writing it says that. 100 bullshit. Tell your boss to get back to work instead of wasting company time watching you eat. Take your break. They're stealing from you if you choose not to take it. Guess you are turning off your phone, dropping the tools, and walking away at 12 sharp from now on. Fun fact, according to the Board of Labor, if any work is done during a break or lunch period, the entire period is cancelled. That means, if you go to take your 30-minute lunch at 12:30, and you answer a text at 12:59 you didn't get your full 30 minutes, and you can either take another full 30 minutes, or charge that time to work, and leave 30 minutes early. He's an ass. That means you drop anything you're doing at precisely break time and end of day. Like literally drop it. You're not being paid to gently put it down after break starts exactly on the hour. Please stop eating at your desk. Go out of the office every single day for the full time allowed. If you are in the US, working through an unpaid lunch at your desk is super illegal. Sounds like they owe you lots of back pay. And they can't fire you because of whistleblower laws. May I suggest, Sparkles, malicious compliance, Sparkles, take your break every day at 12 p.m. on the dot and leave the building. Boss is making stuff up as he goes. But since everything is dead on the half hour, make sure to leave the very second the clock hits of a phone call, a message, typing something up, just drop it on the spot. You don't function after that. Malicious compliance.